The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shrugs him off. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 34-yard line. This is Crowell. And Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The slot man in motion right. On first, here's Washington. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know every down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner. 3rd down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on 3rd down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. This is taken around the 12. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They go play action. Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. A handoff for Washington. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Washington on 3rd and short. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped them pick up the first. They go play action here on first down. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Washington gets it going right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. First carry for James Conner, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. Play action now. Mariota. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota now on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Second down, Mariota. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Sheds off the tackle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
On third down, Mariota going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. Sammy Coates now to return it. They find some open field here. Sammy Coates off to the races. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 91 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Vincent Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. A handoff right side, it's Washington. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Roethlisberger trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 63 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Mariota to sneak it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mariota to throw it this time. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff to Crowell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Arthur Moats coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. On the give, this is Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 20.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now Washington. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Running it, Washington. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons have wound up winning that football game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some room to run now. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and the Bills have wound up winning that one. Nate Peterman, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Mariota, buying time to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. He finds Coleman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. On play action, Mariota. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's second down. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass, and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's a big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
They go play action. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the university. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there in overtime. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A handoff out of a pistol. It's Washington. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They run with Washington down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.